Hello YouTube, I'm Making Me Mary, the transgender gamer girl with a heart of gold and love for all the things nerdy. I've talked about Naruto on this channel before. In fact, 2 of my favorite videos I've done so far are about Naruto, and I highly recommend checking them out. Today, however, I want to touch on something about the fandom that has always bothered me. Sakura Haruno gets so much undeserved hate. I'm not naive enough to make everyone believe me on this, but if you listen to my perspective, I'm sure you will gain a new appreciation for the pink-haired kunoichi. I will be discussing major plot tales about Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. I will not be discussing anything about Boruto or beyond, as I have yet to look into any part of it and know nothing about the story aside from a few out-of-context moments. Part 1. Sakura and Sasuke. This is probably the one quality of Sakura that turns away the most people from the start, and probably the detail about her I am the most annoyed with. How she obsesses over Sasuke. As I am writing this, I am actually rewatching the original run on Blu-ray, and her obsession with Sasuke gets really annoying really fast. I think a large part of this is because how she fits into the larger narrative. Her love for Sasuke ends up being the catalyst for everything she does over the series. If anything, she probably has the clearest motivation of any character, even if it is to a fault. There's not much to say though, as this is the one thing about Sakura's character I cannot defend that much. Part 2. Sakura and Fundamentals. Sakura's understanding of the basic fundamentals of the shinobi arts is one of my favorite things about her. It allows her to ease the audience into the larger world while fitting into her character and not being overly expositional, especially since most of her lectures are directed at Naruto. Easily my favorite Sakura moment in the first series is the episode Sakura Blossoms, the very episode I was rewatching when I decided to make this video. In this episode, we see Sakura fight off 3 ninja who vastly outclass her with nothing but the most fundamental ninjutsu at her disposal. This episode is a perfect depiction of how her chakra control and intellect are her strongest attributes, as she uses these simple skills to overwhelm and fake out her opponents. It's also worth noting that she was one of the only 2 genin to break free of the genjutsu used to put the entire audience of the Chunin exams to sleep, the other being Shikamaru. During the tree climbing exercise of the Zabuza arc, she was also able to climb the tree on her first attempt, showing how perfect her chakra control really is. In fact, this mastery of the fundamentals is what allows her to follow in Lady Tsunade's footsteps as an apprentice. Part 3. Power Scaling. So, most of the arguments about Sakura compare her to Naruto and Sasuke, and how she is barely able to keep up with them. And truth be told, I think that should be the biggest win in her favor. Consider the 9 rookie genin from the Chunin exams: Naruto, Sasuke, Hinata, Kiba, Shino, Shikamaru, Ino, Choji, and Sakura. Out of all 9, Sakura is actually at the biggest disadvantage from the start. All of the other genin she graduated with are from a clan with a particular jutsu to inherit. Naruto and Sasuke in particular are reincarnations of the sons of the literal shinobi god, the Sage of Six Paths. Sakura did not inherit a strong bloodline of the shinobi world. In fact, she's probably the one ninja we follow who is the closest to being a typical person. In the Chunin exams, we get this fight between Naruto and Neji about inherited power versus willpower. Unfortunately, this kind of falls flat as Naruto has the 9-tailed fox spirit sealed inside him, his strong chakra inherited from the Uzumaki clan, being the son of the 4th Hokage, and a reincarnation of a legendary shinobi. However, this argument is stronger when discussing Sakura. Everything she does, she earns on her own with her own skill and intellect. No clan traits, no tailed beasts, no Keka Genkai. She is able to keep up with two of the strongest shinobi to ever exist on her own merits alone. In fact, there's one thing to consider when judging her ability through most of the Shippuden series. Part 4, Holding Back. It is important to note that until partway through the battle with the Ten Tails, Sakura was holding back her power for the entire run of Shippuden to that point. From the training mission with Kakashi to get the bell away, to the first part of the final battle in the Fourth Great Ninja War, Sakura was never giving it her all. During the Ten Tails fight, we see her acquire the Strength of 100 seal, a seal that requires precise chakra control over multiple years to create. This means that every fight she was a part of, she was not only fighting as well as she was to keep up with the Akatsuki and Orochimaru, or heal the constantly wounded on the front lines of the Fourth Great Shinobi War, but she did so while holding back her own chakra and storing it into the seal. To not only keep up in all those situations, but to have the discipline to hold back from tapping into that reserve power until the seal was complete is a level of skill that I don't even think Naruto and Sasuke could attempt. Conclusion. With all this being said, I think Sakura being capable of everything she accomplishes in the run of Naruto and Shippuden speaks volumes to her ability and willpower to reach such superhuman levels. When she was at the biggest disadvantage of most shinobi. In fact, I think Rock Lee is the only ninja we know of who started at a lower power level than Sakura. So keep that in mind as you hear others regurgitate the tired old arguments of how Sakura is the worst, and consider that she might actually be the best. I have been Megumi Mary. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't stop being awesome.